All right, time for another short ramble. Mainly this video is just me thinking aloud about how to accomplish some of these things on a laughably low budget without sacrificing too much durability or reliability, or not trying to blow anything up, basically, is what I'm saying. But the plan is anywhere between 5 psi to 8. Many reasons I'm keeping it that way to start with, and just wanting to get it running nicely on that low boost before I decide to do anything else or spend any money and reconfigure. It's because spider injection, some people mistake this for throttle body injection. It is not. There of course I've got all this everywhere, definitely. That's wires for all 6 injectors. And basically what you're seeing right here where those pins are, if it was the original design injector spider, right on the other side of those pins are the actual injectors. And then the injectors fire into a little nylon line that runs all the way to a port that is on the inside of this plenum here. And there's a little poppet valve, basically. So this is the upgraded style, and it's got the little dummy injectors in here, which are just have a wire attached to them, and then a wire and a pair of wires and a nylon line runs down to the actual unit injectors, and these are a couple of those very injectors. This came out of an extra injector spider. I've just got a real simple little hack job right there holding them in place. They're actually pretty damn sturdy right there. So those are wired up as one. So I've got, probably rather low boost capability. I only have the confidence to go to low boost, is basically what I'm trying to say on this kind of setup, just because you've got this large O-ringed area in here, and this is where the inlet and return lines go. The fuel pressure regulator is actually attached to this unit in here. And if I'm not mistaken, I can just tee into this pressure side, because the regulator will still be doing its job even if I have a tee coming off of here running an additional fuel line over to these. So I got to find a nice way to tap into all that safely. And I think the stock regulator will be fine, because there was a 350 V8 version of this system. Use the same fuel pressure regulator, so I have no doubt it can handle the additional flow. Almost everybody else goes to the marine intake manifold, and if I was to find one low price, I will happily switch to it. A little bit of a weight penalty, it being a cast iron construction for the main bottom instead of aluminum like this one, and also has an aluminum upper plate. Otherwise it's very similar. The throttle body's in the same place. But for now, I'm trying this wonderful art of cobbling. Got that. Dark in here, hard to see. Gosh, can't see anything in there. There's a Greddy E-Manage Blue piggyback right below the stereo there. And that's just going to be used to read a few sensors and the tact signal and drive the extra injector, pair of injectors. All right, other bits of cobbling here. We've got my airbox, originally the factory airbox that sits over here. In order to make it fit where I want to try to use it, I had to do all this cutting down. As you can see, while I'm here, this is my boost control. Just a hose going to the wastegate. So the wastegate should be opening between 5 and 6 psi. Let me pause this and try to set this in place, and then I'll ramble a little bit more. All right, now I got it just kind of placed where it will be. Clamped down there. This is the original silicone coupler for a GMC Cyclone Typhoon truck. And I guess originally it would have gone straight up. Then there was a big crossover pipe that went over, and then airbox over there. I assume I could have tried to fabricate something like that, but I don't think I'm going to have any more factory Cyclone parts on this vehicle. This is just included. I actually cut down like a little, almost a ½ inch of material from here just to get everything to fit. Cut down the fender in there because it's actually like in the fender. Anyway, this is a blow-off valve from a Saab 9.5. Coincidentally, a vehicle that my fiance drives a lot, and it's kind of ours. So, if need be, you know, it's, if I don't hook it up, it'll just sit there. Same with this. This is an air inlet temperature sensor, and I realize that this is just more measuring the ambient air temperature before it gets in there. I really want temperature being read out of the turbo. Once again, for simplicity's sake, there's going to be no intercooler to start with. And here is one option that may not even be an option. It may just be too much of a pain in the ass to even attempt to use this. This is PA6. I'm trying to remember. Go watch my AVE videos again. But GF12, it's a 12% glass fiber reinforced. It's a rather sturdy, strong part. When people have tried to use these on force induction, the only issue is it's held on by one nut that goes back there. Of course, that would also lock it into that position facing that way. But people have tried to do it, and the boost pressure just pops it right the fuck off. So it just doesn't work for most people. But I may be stubborn and try anyway. A tiny bit RTV around there and kind of clock it to the position I want. And here's the big maybe. Maybe I could make some sort of plate that sits down on top of this and has at least 3 studs coming off of it, and those being tied down to another point, various places on the manifold. The coil goes here. Throttle cable bracket goes here, but I could perhaps fab up a bracket that will allow a piece to sit on top of here, tie it down so it's tightened, and basically the metal on top is holding this down. That would be nice for that to work. Just because of hood clearance issues, I've already got the spacer there, and that's already pushed up the throttle body by 1 inch. And if I get one of those silicone hoses that comes up and around, first of all, what I'm going to have to do is get a piece of an aluminum pipe extended out like this, have it put down on top of there, get somebody, because I don't have the ability to TIG weld, well, I don't have the tools to TIG weld it, so I actually have more of something for the silicone coupler to sit on. So it'd be cool if I can make this work. Also, that gives me a port to run to the blow-off valve. But anyway, you know, this is me very, very, very slowly building this project. So don't expect updates that last, you know, don't expect large updates in any short amount of time. My tax refund will jumpstart this a little bit, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, be a nice straight path otherwise. Not looking for miracles. I just want to, you know, get my first NA to turbo conversion that I've ever done. So that's all for now. Thank you.